Our journey has ended completing some of the biggest logs a level 3 can complete. We now move on to the greatest grind so far that will require me to level up in combat. Welcome to the Extreme Collection log. We are now moving on to the next big collection log, which is going to be the Champions Challenge. All we have to do is just try and get all 10 of these scrolls and then get ourselves the awesome Champions Cape, which I'm really hoping they do make a max cape variant of this, because it is a pretty good cape, even though it is a cosmetic. All I know is that during our journey to complete the Champions Challenge, there will definitely be a few quests that we need to get done, because there are some of the passive items within the log I do want to receive. So hopefully we can actually get one of those out the way, because it'll be very good for us in the future. So if you are wondering why we are at the blast furnace, well, that's mainly because during our journey to complete this log, we'll be using a lot of cannonballs. And at the moment we have 13,000 coal and 20,000 iron ore. So I should have to make 13,000 steel bars and then make them all into cannonballs. And we should have roughly about 50,000 or so. So that would definitely give us a lot of range XP. And speaking of experience, if you have noticed, the RuneLite developers have actually updated the XP tracker. Once you gain experience and you close your client, the experience gained is still there. So I've completely reset mine, and I'm going to see all the experience I get during this journey, because I want to see all the range experience we get, and I'm really hoping I can get myself to level 70 range at least, but we'll never know. I'm just going to make sure I actually put in the effort, and we should be able to, well, hopefully get ourselves that 70 range, because that will definitely be helpful. So without further ado, let's go through and use up all of our coal so we can get as many of the cannonballs as we need. And I actually should be able to get myself level 85 smithing as well, which is great. Hey, there we go. So with that steel bar, that has got us to level 85 smithing. So now I can start making those runite bars, and also if I ever feel like it, make myself a Lichen Spirit Shield as well. So we have finished all of the steel bars to make them into cannonballs. So we are left with almost 54,000 cannonballs, and unfortunately no more coal and no more steel bars, but that's all fine there. At the moment, we are just doing some other things because if we all remember, I do have that hard clue that's sitting in my bank, which requires me to get the blue D'hide Van Braces. And thanks to doing Soul Wars, I got a lot of rubies and diamonds. So I'm really just using them up, and hopefully I do get enough levels for me to be able to make those Van Braces. So also as well, that is level 60 crafting, which also has gone me to do the U-bird houses, which now I don't have to worry about wasting all my mahoganies, but also as well, that is 1600 total level. So we are almost done with all the crafting of the diamonds that we got from Soul Wars, and with these diamonds here, that is going to be level 65 crafting. And unfortunately, that's all I can really get at this time here. I can't get 66 to make the blue Van Braces, so I'm gonna have to get a boost for that. But I've also come to the realization of something as well. If you do remember that there was a ton of those bot gold farmers, whatever you want to call them, that were sitting in Soul Wars, my ignore list was over 300. Right now, my ignore list is at 134. So it looks like they are going through with banning the bots from the looks of it. There are still a majority of them. Most likely they're the gold farmers or something like that. But honestly, JX, good on you from putting this from 300 to under 150. That is amazing. So now we have almost everything ready for us to start with the champion scrolls. There's just one more thing I need to do. For one of the champions, you do have to go into the wilderness. So with that in mind, we can come over to Justine, and with our 3,853 points from LMS, we can go on a bit of a spending spree. So then if we ever do get PK'd, we would at least be ready for it. So we're going to go through and buy ourselves a couple of things here. So let's just buy 3 of those entangled sacks. Let's grab about... let's use about, let's say, we use like 50 points for those. And with the Blighted Manta Rays, let's just buy 100 of those. And that should definitely be enough for us to go through with the first champion. So Let's gear up and get ourselves ready to get our first Champion Scroll. The Champions Challenge was released in December 2005, where you were required to have 32 quest points and membership to receive the scrolls as drops. For the Champions Challenge, you are required to defeat 10 different champions and then battle the final champion to earn the Champions Cape. Each Champion Scrolls are dropped at a rate of 1 in 5,000, so this will be a lengthy grind for each scroll. To begin this challenge, we'll be facing the Earth Warriors to collect the Earth Warrior Champion Scroll. These Earth Warriors are only found in one part of RuneScape, which is in the Edgeville dungeon at the far north between 7 to 10 Wilderness. Once we obtain the scroll, we can fight the Earth Warrior Champion, who has a special rule of no using any prayer. So before we get into the grind, my question to you guys, which Champion Scroll have you been very lucky and unlucky with? You can pause the video and let me know in the comments below. So here we are at the Earth Warriors. We are ready to go. We're just going with a melee setup with our cannon. Our cannon should be doing most of the work. So hopefully we actually don't die in this area. If we do get a PK onto us, we can just use Entangle and try and get away. Or if we're quick enough, we can try and teleport out. So I'm not going to waste any more time because I feel like I've been standing here for a bit too long. So let's go straight into the grind and hopefully we might be able to get this, get the scroll early. What I will say is that with the loot tracker, because of how their drop table works, they actually have a chance to drop absolutely nothing at all. So the loot tracker won't be as accurate, and I don't have any other way at this point. I think maybe the Slayer ring does actually tell you, but I won't know until I try to complete this grind here. So let's set up our cannon, and hopefully we can get the scroll as quick as possible. Alright, with the next melee hit, that is level 60 defense and 81 combat. So now I don't have to worry about my defense for a while. Eventually we're going to have to get to level 70, but we'll just continue on with training our strength and hopefully we can get that to level 70 next. I just need one more hit with my cannon and that is level 50 range, so I can use the magic shortbow and finally use that blue Dihide Van Braces I got so I can complete that hard clue as well. And there is 65 hit points. I'm expecting PKs to come around here, but I'm not expecting something like this. Brother rocking full dragon with the plate body and the granite shield with a fury and the dragon sword. What in the hell is that? Brother, you are a legend. You keep playing how you want to play. I'm really starting to think with this. I'm going to be getting 70 strength just from killing the Earth Warriors alone. So hopefully now when I take one more swing, that is now level 65 strength. Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. Woo. Okay, that scared the living shit out of me. Booyah! Alright, why did I fucking say it? What am I? Freaking Ron from Kim Possible? What the hell? Alright, well, there is our very first Champion Scroll. We got the Earth Warrior Champion Scroll. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the loot tracker, it can't track all of it. But what it is saying, it is 1,733 kill count. Most likely, this is around 1,800 or so. So we got very lucky with this Earth Warrior Champion Scroll. And this works great for me as well, because now I don't have to worry about the wilderness ever again for a while. So with this scroll done, let's go and fight the champion, the Earth Warrior Champion, and let's claim our first banner. So here we go. We're just going with a nice, easy melee setup with a couple of rings of recoil, a superset, and just a whole bunch of food. We don't need any prayer pots because, unfortunately, with the Earth Warrior Champion, it doesn't let us use any prayer. So let us use the scroll onto this guy here. Let us proceed, and there he is over there. So let's just pot up and get ourselves ready to go to fight in and hopefully win, because he is a pretty high level over us, like 21 levels. Let's go. Alright, pretty easy fight there. And we get ourselves rewarded. We're very close to... oh, we got... Oh, I forgot. I got such a low Slayer level. So we actually got 12 Slayer because of that. But we can get a little bit more. So we are pretty close to also getting 66 hit points. If I come over to the chest of champions... before we actually search that, you can see there's our first banner for the Earth Warrior. So if we search this chest here, we can actually get a 10 times multiplier for what we have already received, I believe. Yes, we get 4,300 XP. So watch this Slayer level now. So from level 12 over to level 22. Oh, that is sick. I think at the end of this, we're probably my English, my God. We're probably going to be getting at least level 35 to possibly 40. And what's cool about that Slayer level is that I actually have almost all the requirements now for animal magnetism. So if any of these ones do require me just to purely use range, I think we will just get the Avers accumulator over and done with. So then we can just save up all the arrows that we actually have in the bank. So now with the Earth Warrior Champion out the way, it's time to move on to the next one, which will be the Ghoul Champion. We now face the ghouls to obtain the Ghoul Champion Scroll. There are two locations to fight the ghouls, being south of the Slayer Tower and north of Mont Maya Swamp. When the Champion Scroll is obtained, we can fight the Ghoul Champion with the special rule of no wearing any armor and have no items in your inventory. With the Earth Warrior Champion Scroll obtained within 1800 kill count, let's see if we can get luckier with obtaining the Ghoul Champion Scroll. So here is where we're going to be camping for who knows how long. It depends if we are extremely lucky with getting the Ghoul Champion Scroll or if we're just going to be stuck here forever. So the only thing that sucks about the ghouls, they basically only have a bones drop table. But that's okay, because since bones are 100%, at least the tracker will be able to track all the kill count properly. So we'll be able to see exactly how many kill count it does take for us to get the Champion Scroll. So we're just going with the simple, bulky, melee setup, because all these guys will do is just melee damage. And all we have to do is just run to the bank when we run out of food. So we'll set up our cannon, and we'll see how many we have to kill in order for us to get the Ghoul Champion Scroll. Did I just see my character absolutely... What the fuck is that? Wait, hang on. Why did I glitch out like that? Oh, that is insane. That was... I don't know what to think about that. Oh my God. Man, this cannon's doing a great job. So with this cannon here, that is level 60 ranged. So we're going to get a very good milestone level here. So as soon as we check the health on the U tree, that is level 85 farming, which now means I can get into the high tier farming guild, or the high tier part of the farming guild. And what's great about that as well is that I actually planted a spirit tree in there, and it was very successful in being completely grown. So now instead of me having to use a fairy ring for me to get into the farming guild, I can just come to the Grand Exchange, make my way over to that spirit tree there, and immediately I'm in the farming guild. So with that level there, that is a very helpful level for the future. So as I was at the farming guild, I just found a random ninja impling just flying around, and I did go for it, and it did give me a hard clue. Now what's cool about this hard clue is that for the coordinates here, this has taken me all the way into this area. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's like where all the ogres are. So with that there in mind, I might as well actually be able to go through and complete the Watchtower quest, which will actually be very helpful for me to actually teleport to the Watchtower Yanil area. So let's get this quest out of the way. So I think once we pull the lever, we get a fun little cutscene and a lot of magic experience and a scroll, and that is now the Watchtower quest completed. As my cannon's going off, we got the lovely sandwich lady with a baguette, and it's going to be stale. Nah, never mind. And there is level 65 range from, what was it, 48 to 65 just purely off cannonballs. So we are down to 35, well, less than 35,000 cannonballs, and we're still at the ghouls. So once we take out this ghoul here, just one more hit to go. That is level 70 strength. I knew I was going to get myself level 70, and now we're just going to switch over to attack and see if we can possibly get that to even to level 70. So with the next hit, that is level 65 attack. So only 5 more levels to go for us to get to level 70. But what's great about me having this 65 attack, if I have a look into the weapons, I can now wear the zombie axe. So eventually, while I am trying to go for the Champions Challenge completion, when we do get to the zombies, of course, we're going to be trying to get ourselves the zombie axe as well. But before we can even do that scroll, we need to see if we can get this Ghoul Champion Scroll. And that is level 70 range. So now I can actually wear the God Hide I actually got sitting in my bank. And I think I do have some Black D Hide as well. Oh my god, it's actually real. Stop attacking these things now, please. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. I was not ready for that. But I finally have my Ghoul Champion Scroll. I am down to 20,000 cannonballs, and the amount of ghouls I had to take out was around 7,640. It is possibly a little bit more because when you take out 2 ghouls at a time, it sometimes counts as 1 kill. So, with this one finally done, I can now go through with killing this champion and then move on to the next one. So let's get this champion scroll out of the way. So we are ready to go and fight the Ghoul Champion. Now, it does say that I can't wear any armor and can't have anything in my inventory. So that's why we're kind of just going for like a pre-pot here. So let's eat the anglerfish and then pot up. Then we just use the scroll onto the guy over there, and then we should be able to try and face the Ghoul Champion. Now, I'm not sure if I can use the Strength Amulet, but this will confirm. Okay, so it is only... It's only weapons. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so it's just purely weapons. And I'm not sure how this is going to go because he's throwing projectiles at me. And he's also hitting me with that. And I'm only doing like 1 damage at a time. So I don't think this is going to go well. On just 1 more hit. Okay, well, it actually went well. Okay, so we got 400 Slayer XP and 400 Hit Points XP, and we got ourselves level 23 Slayer, which is sick. So let's climb up, let's grab our Strength Amulet again, and now we should be able to see there is the lovely Ghoul Banner. So we're doing pretty well so far, so 2 out of the 10 have been completed, and let's go through the chest here so we can get more XP. So let's put that through. And there we go. Now we're at level 27 Slayer. Now, the funny thing with Slayer is that what we did from the beginning is that we had level 10 Slayer, and then we actually did the Slayer monsters that actually have the unique drops within the Slayer tab. With that in mind, I've passed level 15, and I've passed level 20 and 25. Which means there are certain items for me to actually get within the collection log under the Slayer section here. So, with that in mind, I got a bit of passive logs to collect here before we go on to the next champion. So, I'm going to actually get those out of the way just so we get a nice couple of passive logs completed. So, let me get myself ready to go so we can try and get ourselves some new passive items. So before I go into completing the passive logs, there are technically 2 quests that I will need to complete in order for me to get myself ready to go through all of those passive items. So the first quest that we are actually going through now is with the Ernest the Chicken quest. So once the professor does his little thing here with Ernest, transforming back to a human, and done. That's Ernest the Chicken completed. Now it's just 1 more quest to go. So once we use this pattern with the hard lever and the buttons, we should be able to now talk to Ava, and that is the Animal Magnetism quest completed, and we get a 28 Slayer from that. Sweet. So now I actually have this, so every time I start using my arrows or my bolts, I actually save a fair amount of them, and I'm going to make sure that I just don't gather any random junk as well. So with this out of the way, I can now move on to taking out the Banshees until I can get myself the Mystic Glove. I think it's the Dark Mystic Gloves, I think they are. So once I actually do get those out the way, that should be it for the Banshees. And where we're going to be taking them out, well, it's going to be in the Catacombs. So I might be able to get myself some Ancient Shards and possibly complete the totem as well. So let's gear up and let's go straight down. Ah, sweet. All right. Well, we got the gloves. Only 72 kills for that. And I'm pretty sure it's like it's like 1 in 256 or 1 in 512. I don't know, it's one of the two. But at least we got the Mystic Gloves. So now I actually have another passive. Well, there's actually a few from this NPC. So let me actually make my way over and you will see what I mean. So here we are over at the Cockatros. Now, what's great about these guys is that they have 3 different items in the log for us to get, which is the Iron Boots, the Mystic Boots Light, I believe it is, and also the Cockatros Head. Also as well, these guys do drop medium clues, so we should be able to try and complete a lot of them while we are stuck here, because with that Cockatros Head, I'm pretty sure that's a 1 in 1,000 for us to get. In the meantime, and just in terms of clues, we do have a heart and elite just sitting in the bank. One of the hearts at the moment just requires me to do a lot of quests, and the elite also does the same as well. So nearing the end of this video here, I will go through to complete those quests to try and get the hard and the elite done, because really when you actually do go through with the Champions Challenge, you'll be just getting beginners, easies, and mediums, because I'm pretty sure none of them will actually drop the hards and the elites. So this is basically the best that we got. So let's go straight into the grind, and hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the Cockatros Head and the Iron Boots and the Mystic Boots. Hello, Mystic Boots Light. Okay, so it's technically meant to be the what's it called? It's the Iron Boots, then it's the Mystic Boots Light, and then it's the Cockatros Head. But within 47 kill count, we got the Mystic Boots. So one more boot to go, and then the head. Are you kidding me? A second pair of these boots, and I still haven't gotten myself the Iron Boots yet, or the Cockatros Head. Right, that ain't fair. Hell yeah. There we go. That is our Iron Boots out of the way. So now the only thing we need is the Cockatros Head, and we are basically done with the Cockatros altogether. There is no way this is real. Person called Big Daddy, who has the full samurai outfit on. What in God's name is this? And why is he trying to use... He's just trying to use the rock, what's it called? The sea salt, whatever it is on me. What the hell? Oh, that is brilliant, man. You know, you keep playing how you want to play. Just do it. Okay, I didn't even have my mic ready, and I shouldn't be attacking this one anymore. There is no way I got that lucky on the Cockatros. Like my microphone was literally all the way on the other side, had a YouTube video going on my right, and just casually I pull a medium clue and a fucking Cockatros head. That is... Wow, okay. Well, the Cockatros are all done. And I'm very certain that is all of the passive items I want to get for now. So, honestly, with that out of the way, I'm going to go complete this medium clue, put this in the bank, and we're going to go on to the, onto the next scroll. We now try our luck with obtaining the Giant Champion Scroll. Hill Giants and Moss Giants will be the main monsters we'll be fighting to try and obtain this Champion Scroll. A great place to fight the Hill Giants and the Moss Giants is in the Giant's Den within Shazian. When we obtain the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Giant Champion, with the special rule of only using melee attacks. With the Ghoul Champion Scroll obtained within 7,640 kill count, I'm really hoping that I don't go as dry going for the Giant Champion Scroll. So here we are within the Giant's Den. So we are going to be going after the Hill Giants for now until we get up to 100 Giant Keys, or if we do get ourselves the Giant Champion Scroll. Once we do not have the Giant Champion Scroll and we do get the 100 Giant Keys, we'll then make our way over to the Moss Giants and see if we can try and get 100 of those Mossy Keys. If we still can't get the Champion Scroll, that's completely fine. We'll just come back over to the Hill Giants and we'll just keep going until we are able to get ourselves the Giant Champion Scroll. What's great about this, about being in this area here, is if we all know that for the area, which is the Catacombs of Kourend, within that area there, you are able to obtain the totem pieces and the ancient shard. What's great about this area is that it actually works the same way as the Catacombs. So I can be here and get myself the full totem and get myself some ancient shards as well. So I'm really hoping I can get a good amount of the totem pieces, just so I can try and fight Scotizo in the end eventually. And also there's one more item as well, which is the curved bone. So in total of all of those items that we can obtain, I think it's a total of 7 different unique passive items that we are able to get whilst we are down here. So we're going to place our cannon. We're starting with 20,207 cannonballs, and hopefully we don't go through all of them to try and get this Giant Champion Scroll. Hey, there we go. There is our first Giant Key. We still got about 99 more to go before we can go over to the Moss Giants. So I'm really kind of curious to see if I will get the 100 keys or not. Oh, there we go. We have our very first Ancient Shard for the log. Now, the only thing is that with the Ancient Shard, it's actually only found within the Scotizo log. So this is the only place you can actually find them, and luckily enough, I actually chose this to be passive. So we actually made the right choice with that. Awesome, there we go. There is the first Totem? What the fuck? Dark Totem base. And what I was kind of watching and listening to is Bodhi in the back because Yama was actually released today. Am I going to do the boss? Maybe not yet on the main, and on this account, bro, I got a long way away before I actually try to do that on this account. Yeah, on the main, this account. Right. Come on, man. I'm literally trying to edit the clip of me getting the Dark Totem base, and then I just casually get a Dark Totem middle. Okay, now what? You're gonna give me the top now? No, just another route. Hey, there we go. We have got ourselves the Dark Totem top. So now I can make my very first... Bro, where's my English? I can make my first totem now, so all I have to do is just collect as many of these as possible, so then I can go over to Scotizo and hopefully fill out his collection log as well. Alright, huge shout out to my boy Chaos here for finding this dragon imp. Please let this be my glory. Nah, but wow, 174 dragon arrows. Honestly, big thank you for when I actually get that Twister though, eventually. There we go. Alright. Finally got my very first curved bone. So now I've actually gotten everything from the Hill Giant except for the Giant Champion Scroll. At the moment we're sitting around, we are actually sitting at 11 Giant Keys, so I still got 89 of these to go before I go over to the Moss Giants. So we're still on that good, on that good grind, so let's just keep it moving. And with that Hill Giant down, that is 70 hit points. Are you shitting me? Okay, well, we have our Giant Champion Scroll. Seriously, like I thought it was gonna be a while. I really did. And before that one goes down, 3,335 roughly or so. I'm gonna make sure I actually clip that one properly. I was generally not expecting to get that Champion Scroll that early. Unfortunately, I only got about like 21 giant keys from this guy, but 55 beginner clues. That is a lot. So, looks like I'm no longer going to be in here anymore. We can go and fight its champion and then move on to the next, what's it called? The next champion scroll. So, I just remembered I had this Fire Giant task, which is actually getting me to level 30 Slayer, and I just wanted to get this one out the way. I was just thinking like, oh, I should just hold on to it until I get to the Royal Titans. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure the way how I've got this all sorted out, I'm going to be needing a higher Slayer level anyway. So I might as well just get this Slayer task done, and when we actually have to train Slayer, then we can really get into the Slayer tasks. So now we are ready to go to fight the Giant Champion. So all I need to do is just give this guy the scroll. And the only thing we can do is just use melee. So no range and no magic. So I'm pretty sure we're set for this. So let's just pot up and let's see how easy completing the Giant Champion Scroll is. Just like that. 4 specs. Done. Alright, well, there is the lovely experience done. So we have defeated the Giant Champion, and if we make our way over, there is his banner over there. So let's go through the chest of champions, get our champions XP lamp, and let's proceed. And that is level 35 Slayer. I can go after the Wall Beast now. Sick. So since we now have some more Slayer levels, there are a few more of the log items for us to get passively, which are mainly from the Slayer log itself. So let's get those out of the way, and then we can move on to our next champion. So the next passive log item we're going for is just the steel boots. I think they're better than the climbing boots, but I'm not too sure. So once I do get them, I should be able to see if climbing boots are better or steel boots are better. So let's just get this one out the way. That was nice and easy. Actually, no, it wasn't that easy, but you know what? I got me steel boots. I'm pretty sure they're actually not better than the climbing boots. So what we got here? Where is our melee strength? So melee strength 85, and yep, these actually suck. But at least I got that one out of the way. But we do have one more, well, technically 2 more passive logs of 1 NPC. So let's go sort ourselves out so we can try to get those items pretty quick and easy. So here we are over at Mud Skipper Point, where we're going to be going after the Mogres. So I need a 32 Slayer for this, and thanks to me completing the champion challenges, we do have level 35 now. So all I need to do is just get this fishing explosive, throw it in here, and then hope for the best with the Mogres for us to get the Mud Skipper hat and the flippers. So let's see how many kills it actually does take us to complete these 2 items. Oh, there we go. So we're starting off with the Mud Skipper hat. So that was only 7 kill count. So 1 down, and now we only got the flippers to go. And with that hit there, I actually got to level 70 attack just from going through this whole collection log. Alright, well, that one's done. Now let's go on to 70 defense now. Oh, there we go. Damn it. I was literally looking at my phone, man, and of course, we go dry getting flippers, gets flippers. Complaining works, guys. You need to do it more often. So, okay, we are done with the Mud Skipper hat. God, I don't even know what to say about that. But we also got our awesome flippers as well, so that's all good. So now I can go back onto the Champion Scroll Guide? No, Champion Scroll Grind. I don't know why. I can't speak properly, and it's been a bit of an issue now. So I'm not going to go straight into that to why that might be an issue. But now, let's get ourselves geared up correctly to work on our next Champion Scroll. Our next grind is to get the Goblin Champion Scroll. There are 2 great locations to fight goblins for the scroll, being over the bridge east of Lumbridge Castle and northeast of Draenor Village. Once we get the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Goblin Champion, with the special rule of only using magic attacks. With the Giant Champion Scroll obtained within 3035 kill count, Let's see if the Goblins can drop their Champion Scroll even earlier. So for us to get the Goblin Champion Scroll, we are just in the northeast area, just close to Draenor Village, mainly because that if you do put your cannon down in that area there, that is east of Lumbridge Castle, you do tend to attack the cows by chance, and sometimes the giant spires are there. So for me, this is great because this is a very nice AFK area for me. I am not looking to actually attack any of the goblins because I only got 5 hit points, so my cannon's actually going to do all the work. And the beauty about doing this grind here is that I get a ton of beginner clues and a ton of easy clues. So we're going to stack up a lot of those there, and we're going to do our best to try and complete every single one of them. So let's see how long it actually does take me to get myself the Goblin Champion Scroll. And with one more cannon shot, that is all of my cannonballs used. We are unfortunately still stuck trying to get the Goblin Champion Scroll. So all I know is that since I am out of cannonballs, I'm going to be needing to get a lot more of these now. So I've got a bit of grinding to do when it comes to all those cannonballs there. And when it comes to these clues, well, as you can see, I have a ton of the beginner clues and the easy clues. So I'm gonna have, well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try and complete all of these now. Otherwise, they're all going to despawn, and this is gonna be a bit of a waste because we need as many of the beginner clues as possible, and we don't really care as much as the easy clues, but it is nice to get some more collection logs done. So I'm gonna have to complete all of these here on the floor, and then we're gonna have to create a lot more cannonballs. So let's let's go straight into that grind there, man. I'm not looking forward to it, but, you know, that's the way we have to do it, unfortunately. So I've done all the beginners that was on the floor from the goblins. I'm still going through with the easies, and we got the lovely sandwich lady here. She wants to give us a baguette, but is it stale? Absolutely not. No fucking way! Oh, there it is. That's fucking hilarious. Alright, I need to stop killing these things. What is it? Okay, so I think it was like 13,563 or 62. But that is freaking hilarious. Like, just have a look here. Just have a look. Blake gets Giant Champion Scroll. I'm like, how dare you? Where is my scroll? And there it is. Oh, wow. Okay, so I finally got my my Goblin Champion Scroll. And yes, you did hear me right. That was around 13,563. I kind of killed some extra goblins by mistake. But that is everything that we got there from the goblins. I am so happy to finally get my Goblin Champion Scroll. But before we go and do that, I've got all these clues to complete. So let me get these out the way, and then we'll go off to fight the Goblin Champion. So we are finally ready now to go up against the Goblin Champion after doing over 200 beginners and over 100 easies. So let's go and use the Goblin Champion Scroll to where we can only use magic attacks. So let's climb on down, go through this here. But how do you even say a portcullis? I have no idea. All right. There is our lovely Goblin Champion. He doesn't even look like much, so let's just pray Mage, and we should be good. Really? 2 hits. Alright, well, the Goblin Champion's down. Wow. I thought it would have been a little bit more, you know, at least have higher hit points, but apparently not. So that is the Goblin Champion over and done with. There is his lovely banner. There we go. Let's go through the chest. Now let's see if we get any good Slayer levels. I think it's just 1. Yeah, only 36. All right, well, we got nothing for Slayer there, which is all fine. But now we can move over to the next champion, which is the Hobgoblin. So let's gear up and let's get ready to get that scroll. After a long grind, we can move on to the Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. The best location to fight the Hobgoblins is east of Hosidius. When we obtain the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Hobgoblin Champion with the special rule of only using range or magic attacks. With the Goblin Champion Scroll obtained with a whopping kill count of around 13,562, we can only hope we will be even more luckier with the Hobgoblins dropping their Champion Scroll. So this is where we are going to be trying to get the Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. So there are a lot of the Hobgoblins around this area here. Now, they do actually drop the beginner clue. What I've kind of chosen to do just for these guys is I'm kind of just going to skip over the beginner clues, mainly because in this area here, there isn't a lot of good areas for me to kind of like stack them so I can teleport back to. I mean, I can use the, what's it called? The Xerx's Talisman, but the only issue I have is just being pretty low on the charges here. So I will need to try and stock up on them. But as of now, we are just going to test our luck and hopefully get our Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. And hopefully it's not as bad as what it was for the Goblins. So let's see how long it actually will take me to get the Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. Fuck off. No fucking way I got it that early. Okay. Hang on, I'm literally, I'm on my main trying to do the Tormented Demons. Are you actually shitting me? Let me empty this. Okay, 449. There's no... Okay, I need to stop attacking these things. What the actual fuck is that? There is no chance I got it that early. Alright, well... I mean, it beats me doing 13,000 goblins, and now the Hobgoblins are like, you know what? We're just gonna let you take our Champion Scroll pretty early since you were, you know, kind of dry on the Goblin Scroll. So, you know what? I got myself a Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. Now, let's go and fight the champion. So, I wasn't expecting to be back here pretty early. When it came to getting this scroll, it was actually 448 kill count. I did look back onto the footage, and that's how much it was. And since with this champion here, it does say you either use range or magic. I've already used melee, I've already used magic. So, I might as well actually go out with my best in slot range gear, which I actually do love seeing. So, let's use the Hobgoblin Champion Scroll onto him, go on down, and let's go and take out the Hobgoblin Champion. And, well, there we go. Pretty easy. So, there is our reward for the Hobgoblin Champion. So, let's go through, go up the ladder, and there is our lovely banner. So, when we go through the chest of champions, I don't think I'll be getting a Slayer level, but let's just see if we do or not. And we do, level 37. Awesome. Well, kilowatts, you don't really get anything from them, but there is the first 5 of the champions done. We now move on to our 6th champion, and I'm really not looking forward to completing this champion scroll. So let's once again gear up and let's go after our next champion. We are now halfway through the grind and move on to the Imp Champion Scroll. The best location to fight imps are between the Monastery and Tower of Life. Once the Champion Scroll is obtained, we can fight the Imp Champion with the special rule of no using special attacks. With us getting extremely lucky with the Hobgoblin Champion Scroll at around 448 kill count, I really hope that the imps drop the Champion Scroll early as well. So here we are in the best location to actually fight imps, which is just between the Tower of Life and the Monastery. So they do have a tendency to be teleporting around, and the spawns are very wide open. So when it comes to this Champion Scroll, it is just that a little bit more annoying because they are very spread out and they have the tendency to teleport around. So I'm going to try and at least put my cannon here, and hopefully the cannon can actually do some damage. And if they teleport into the Monastery, I just have to go over and try to kill it myself. So knowing imps, they are pretty annoying, but at least with these guys, all I need to do is just get the beads to complete the imp capture quest, and then hopefully do get the Champion Scroll. So let's just go through with this, and hopefully it doesn't take as long as what it did for the Goblins. Yes, I'm bringing back the Goblins again, because I have no idea, again, how lucky I got with the Hobgoblin. So let's just see if we can continue that luck. Well, since I've got all the beads from killing all these imps, might as well just get the quest out of the way. It only took me about a 63 kill count to get all of the beads there. So after he's done with the beads, that is the imp catcher completed.
One minute later.
Wait, no fucking way. I just can't. No, that's so fucking dumb. Are you kidding me? Okay. What the actual fuck? I literally go downstairs, get water, come back, look at my phone, look at my screen, and there I have a fucking Imp Champion Scroll. Oh. You're shitting me, man. Come on. What the fuck is this? I get a Hobgoblin Champion Scroll, now I get an Imp Champion Scroll. You know what? I'm not even going to complain about me actually getting this Imp Champion Scroll, the way that the Goblin Scroll screwed me over. Ugh, okay. Let's get this done. Let's go. Let's go fight the fucking champion. So here we are, 2 scrolls in one day. That's pretty lucky. It was roughly about 859 kill count, but again, I can never really trust the tracker, unfortunately, because it either does or does not count every kill. So honestly, if it is 859, great. If not, then, well, I don't care. We got the scroll now. So all we have to do now is just fight the Imp Champion, where we just can't use any special attacks. So it should be pretty easy. I just brought some food with me just in case. So let's go through and let's fight the Imp Champion. And a pretty easy fight there. I mean, it's an imp. You can't really go wrong with that. So, with that out the way, let's climb on up. Let's have a look, because now the other side has been completed now. Well, has started. So we've got the Imp Champion right there. Let's go through our XP lamp, and unfortunately no levels from the looks of it. So we can now move on to the next one. So we only got 4 more to go. So now we're gonna move on over to the Ghoul Champion. And well, I don't think they are too bad to fight. It's only like one area from what I understand. So let's get ourselves geared up and let's go over to try and get the Ghoul Champion Scroll. We now move on to the next scroll, being the Ghoul Champion Scroll. Our best location to fight the Jogers is in the Joker dungeon just south of Brimhaven. Once we get the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Joker Champion with the special rule of only using melee or magic attacks. With our luck of obtaining the Imp Champion Scroll at around 839 kill count, let's see if we can continue this streak with the Jogers for the next Champion Scroll. So here we are over at the Joker's Den. What's great about these guys is that they do drop medium clues. The only thing that sucks is just the distance to get to this location here. So hopefully we do get lucky with getting this scroll like we have with the Hobgoblins and the Imps. It's only going to be really shitty if I go more dry than the Goblins. So at this point, that is just our peak in a way, you know, making sure that we do not go as dry as we did with the Goblins. So let's get straight into it and hopefully we get the scroll pretty early. And with that cannon shot there is level 75 range. So unfortunately for me, I got this medium clue that forced me to do this quest. So at least Ratcatcher is out of the way, and yes, it is still one of the worst quests to ever be created. Level 65 defense. So in order for me to complete this medium clue, I actually need to complete this quest. So we have gotten the Lost Tribe out of the way. I normally wouldn't do this random event, even though it's always great to get an XP lamp, but this one is actually going to be special. The reason behind that is I'm actually going to be using this onto rune crafting. Yes, rune crafting. Why? Once I use it, 90 XP, boom, 10 rune crafting, but also that means 1700 total level as well. Pretty sick, honestly. Thanks to my boy here, Fak, from the Task Clan chat. He's found this Dragon Impling. I don't have a jar, but I got 15 summer pies now. Great. To every content creator, just make sure of 2 things. 1, that you're always paying attention to your screen because that's 70 defense there. And 2, make sure that your microphone is actually working to get proper audio. Otherwise, you're going to be talking into your mic without even realizing that there is no audio coming through from it. So unfortunately for me, we are still dry at the Jogers. We've gone through almost 33,000 cannonballs without the scroll. We are over the drop rate. I won't say what it is until we actually do get the scroll. But we are going to go back to making more cannonballs. And I'm thinking only making about 20,000 this time. I mean, that should definitely be enough. And if I go through 50,000 cannonballs at the Jogers without this scroll, then, well, that's just very unfortunate for me. But honestly, the way my combat stats are going for, you know, my melee stats and my range stat, I honestly can't complain. The more these stats go up, the easier all the combat stuff we do in the future will actually be. So let's go back and make the cannonballs, and then we should be able to go back to the Jogers again. Oh, fucking finally. Jesus. Okay, that's a extra Joker on the ground. And I need to drop this prayer potion because I finally got my Joker Champion Scroll. So, oh my god. Alright. It was a bit dry. Actually, it was kind of very dry, as you can kind of see with the kill count. 9,808, but it would have been 9,807. But, oh god. Finally getting my Joker Champion Scroll, and all I can say is it was a lot of Ranar seeds and a lot of Snapdragon, not Snapdragon, sorry, Snape Grass. So, I literally had to change my method over to using prayer potions, and honestly, it worked out because I was able to do more. Less medium clues, but that honestly doesn't matter there. So, I finally have my Joker Champion Scroll. Now, let's go and fight the champion. It is time for us to finally go after the Joker Champion. So it does only allow you to use either melee or magic. So we're just going to take the melee route. So let's pot ourselves up and get ourselves ready to fight this big Joker Champion. And there we go. I actually didn't know he poisons you, so that's actually a pretty unique... Actually, no, it's not a unique mechanic. What am I talking about? Alright, so Joker Champion has finally been completed. Now we go on to the next one, but before we do that, let's go and use our Champion's Lamp. And do we get any levels? 39 Slayer. Sweet. I don't think anyone's actually killed those monoliths there. But anyway, as for our next champion... scroll that we are going for, which is the Lesser Demon Champion. Now, all I know is I am not going to make the same mistake that someone unfortunately did to force them to do another collection log. So let's go and prepare ourselves so we can try and get ourselves the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. We are down to our final 3 scrolls, with the next one being the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. Our best location to fight the Lesser Demons is in the Karamja Volcano. Once we have the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Lesser Demon Champion with a special rule of using no equipment. We weren't so lucky getting the Joker Champion Scroll at around 9,807 kill count, but let's see if the luck comes back with trying to get the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. So here we are in the Karamja Volcano. So these are the lesser demons we'll be going after for us to get their Champion Scroll. Now, there is the other location, which is within the Wilderness Slayer Cave. If we have a look over here, you got the lesser demons that's listed over here. It is a multi-combat zone, which means a cannon will be absolutely amazing over there. But the only issue is that if I go over to the the Revenant's collection log, they do have the cave teleport listed in here, which is also dropped by the lesser demons. So I am not going to be making that mistake. So this is going to be our home for who knows how long, and this is just what we are currently going with. So I feel like just using prayer is honestly the best option, because if I use food, they're going to have to keep coming back, which means shorter trips. So this really extends my trips a lot. And yeah, I'm holding a Tome of Fire. That's because I got Artie teleports and I got the nature runes in my rune pouch here. So if I ever get any of their alchemy drops, I can just do that. And luckily for me, I did get myself the Soul Bearer as well. And this is going to be a very helpful item for all the Ensouled heads. So let's get straight into it. And hopefully we can get this scroll under the rate this time. It still honestly surprises me that from just purely using a cannon, ever since starting this, I've now gotten level 80 range. This cannon, if you have not gotten a cannon yet on an Iron Man, just get it done. Get the cannonballs, make them, however, just do it. It is absolutely worth it. And with that swing, that is level 75 attack. Now I can finally get myself into some strength training. Well, unfortunately for me, that is 16,000 more cannonballs down the drain, and we do not have the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll, but all that means is that I get to go back, make more cannonballs, and then hopefully we can come back to see ourselves actually get the scroll. So let's make another 20,000 of these, and let's see how we do. So after a while making all those cannonballs, that is level 75 hit points. Just getting stronger and stronger, level 75 strength. Well, this is something I wasn't really expecting. Sour Pig 13 offering me a bond. You know what? Thank you so much for that, brother. That's actually very, very helpful for the account. And as you can kind of see as well that I am making more cannonballs. Well, that's because that after that 20k cannonballs I made, unfortunately, I did not get the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. So we're making 40k more 40k more cannonballs. Huge shout out to Sour Pig. Unfortunately, we are still stuck at the Lesser Demons, but hey, at least I got myself level 80 strength from this. Honestly, I was kind of expecting that. Level 85 range, I can wear a fucking twisted bow, but that won't be for a very long time. But I was generally expecting me to get this far into this grind, for me just to get the Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. I reckon I'm gonna get 90 range before I get this Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. Yes! There it is! Oh, fucking finally! Oh my god. Thank you, Tedious, for telling me I just got it because I was looking at my phone that entire time. Oh, you know what? Have a look. Look at this. Look at the amount of kills I had to go through for me to get this freaking scroll, man. Oh my god. I genuinely thought it was going to be worse than the goblins, but I finally got it. And unfortunately, complaining does work. That's what I literally just did. Complained, and you get the drop. So, I'm extremely happy. I got myself a Lesser Demon Champion Scroll. 13,017 kill count, most likely. So, with this scroll out of the way, let's go and fight the champion. So once again, we are back at the Champions Challenge place. So the only thing that you cannot do against the Lesser Demon Champion is to not wear any gear whatsoever. So my plan is to use the Water Wave and then just pray Mage the entire time. I'm pretty sure you can safe spot it because it does use melee and magic attacks, so we should be alright with that. So let's use the Champion Scroll onto him, get our Pray Mage ready to go, and we have to manually cast this Water Wave. So let's get this champion over and done with. And that should be the last hit. There we go. Alright, Lesser Demon Champion down. So that is 8 out of the 10 champions completed. So let's make our way over to the Chest of Champions. And as we can see right there, the lovely banner for the Lesser Demons. And let's get our free Slayer XP, which looks like it's a good amount. Oh, actually, no, I did get the level 40 Slayer. So I can go after the Basilisk and the Terror Dogs. I'm not going to go after the Basilisk as of yet. I actually got that one planned out. As for those Terror Dogs, that's going to be just a little bit later. So next on the scroll grind, we can now move over to the skeletons, which I've already technically started because of me finding the Lesser Demons in the Karamja Volcano. So at the moment we're at 720 kill count, so at least it's a good start. But I think with the cannonballs actually going for the skeletons, we should be able to get the kill counts pretty quickly. So let's get ourselves geared up and go after that scroll. We now have our second to last scroll to obtain, being the Skeleton Champion Scroll. Our best location to fight the skeletons is in the dig site tunnels. There is the option south of the Dark Warrior's Fortress, but let's take the safer route this time. Once we get the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Skeleton Champion, with the special rule of only using ranged attacks. We've gone back-to-back dry of scrolls, with the Lesser Demons taking us around 13,017 kill count. So let's see if we can change that luck around with the Skeleton Champion Scroll. So this is going to be our new home for who knows how long, and at the moment I am just under 8,000 cannonballs. I actually made an extra 40,000 for the lesser demons, and let's just say from me using all of that, that's roughly about 67,000 cannonballs I actually used at the lesser demons. So I really hope this is possibly enough, because once we get this champion scroll here, I don't need to use my cannon anymore, and thank God for that. So let's get ourselves set up here with our cannon. We are going to be getting a lot of beginner clues while we are here as well, possibly. So hopefully there won't be a ton while we are stuck down here, but we'll just see how we go trying to get this scroll. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Oh, God, I just killed another one. Okay, that was 3,686, I believe. And I only got one more scroll to go. We only have the Zombie Champion Scroll. And then we are completely done with this Champions log here. So, oh, we got 350 clogged as well. So, now we only have the Zombie and the Champion's Cape. And I actually got all these beginner clues I need to complete. So let's get these beginner clues out of the way, and then we can go on to fight the Skeleton Champion. The Skeleton Champion, that's right. So this is our second to last champion scroll here, and for the Skeleton Champion, all you can do is just use range. So this is our best range gear that we can wear. So let's take out this absolute beast. I'm pretty sure he's a samurai, a skeleton samurai. I feel like we need to get more of these types of NPCs for samurai. So let's quickly get this done. And there we go. Pretty easy there. So Skeleton Champion down. Great experience there. And level 41 Slayer. Cool. I was actually expecting to get that from the XP lamp over there. So let's make our way over to the chest of champions, and we might be able to get ourselves a Slayer level from this maybe. Let's have a look. So let's use that. Do we get a Slayer level? Nah, just 41. So we are 9 out of the 10 of the champions now completed. So as I did say before, we just have the zombie champion to go, but we can't go into fighting the zombie champion, well, trying to get the scroll just yet. I got a shit ton of quests to complete before we actually go through and start the zombie champion scroll grind. So I'm going to go through with all the quests that we need to complete, and then we can go through to fight the zombies that we want to, so we can get the zombie champion scroll. So let's get all of those quests out of the way now. So once we finish speaking with this NPC, this should be the Roving Elves quest completed. So we're just going to grab us the bow, and that is that quest done. Now, so the reason why we're completing quests like these is mainly to complete the clues that I have sitting in the bank. So that is why Roving Elves is now completed, and now I can move on to the next quest. When we finish speaking with the counselor, that is Sheep Herder done. So once I finish speaking to Joel, that is going to be the Making History quest completed. And the reason why I had to complete this quest is so I can actually go through and get the strange object here, whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called. The strange, yeah, there we go. Strange device for me to complete this master clue. I've hit a roadblock with the master clue, so now I'm just going through with completing my elite. So that is In Search of Maya Q completed. So once we finish speaking to this guy, that should be the In Aid of Maya Q completed. So I was able to complete my elite clue, so that's all out of the way. So now I have to do the hard clues stuff. So there is the Client of Karen quest. And once we finish speaking to this NPC, that is the Queen of Thieves done. Speak to the Lord here, and that should be the Depths of Despair completed. When we finish speaking to this guy, that would be the Ascent of Archaeus completed. Speak to this dwarf here, and that will be the Forsaken Tower quest completed. Her dialogue is massive, and there we go. After speaking with Lord Shazian, that is now the Tale of the Righteous completed. So, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the quest now. So, once we finish speaking, that is a Kingdom Divider completed. I had to go through all those quests just to do this hard clue I've got sitting in my inventory now. It's been sitting in my bank for a while, actually. We don't get any herbal levels, but I think that is the last quest I need to do for me to complete this hard clue. I really hope. So, let's get this out of the way. And then once we do that, unfortunately, there's still quests I need to complete before we can actually start the Zombie Champion Scroll grind. So let's get this clear out the way and then work on those other quests we need to do. Okay, so apparently I lied with this clue because it's telling me to complete this quest. So that would be the Elemental Workshop 1 completed now. So now I should be able to go through and finish this hard clue. So if you can kind of guess why I am taking down Lucian, this is because we need to complete the Temple of Ikov. But then there's one more quest I need to do before I can complete the main quests before we go through and go for the Zombie Champion Scroll. So we have now finished the quest here for, I think it was the Tourist Trap, and I'm going to use everything on Agility. Now, if you are wondering why we are doing the Tourist Trap, is because we are going to be completing the Desert Treasure quest. So I'm pretty sure I do have everything. So now I can go through and easily complete that quest. All right. So there is the Desert Treasure quest completed. So now I have access to the Ancient Spellbook, which is exactly what we wanted there. Because what we're going to be doing now is setting ourselves up to fight the zombies for us to get the Zombie Champion Scroll. And there's only one place I want to do this, and that is why we had to get ourselves the Ancient Spellbook. So I'm going to go and set myself up, and we are going to get the final Champion Scroll. We have now reached the end of the scroll grind with the Zombie Champion Scroll. Our best location to fight the zombies is in Zomorgul's base located east of the Lumberyard. Once we have the Champion Scroll, we can fight the Zombie Champion with the special rule of only using melee or ranged attacks. We were able to get the Skeleton Champion Scroll under rate at around 3,686 kill count. With us working on the final scroll being the Zombie Champion Scroll, let's hope we're just as lucky to get this under the drop rate. So now, this is not the area that I'm actually meant to be in to fight the armored zombies. You don't actually find them here. For me to do the Defender of Vara quest, I completely forgot there are 2 other quests I need to complete before I can actually go and fight those armored zombies. So there is this quest here, which is Romeo and Juliet, and then there's also What Lies Below. And unfortunately for What Lies Below, I need 35 rune crafting. So firstly, let's get Romeo and Juliet out the way and work on the other quests. So once we finish speaking to the Archmage here, that is going to be the Temple of the Eye quest completed. The main reason why we want to do this quest is so we can get our rune crafting levels up as high as possible. We're not going to be doing Guardians of the Rift as of yet. Yes, I did do the quest for Guardians of the Rift, but I haven't technically started the log. I've got the quest out the way, which means eventually I will be able to do that. But for me, unfortunately, I need to get level 35 rune crafting for me to complete What Lies Below. So then I can, do the scroll grind. So let's get that level. There is level 30 rune crafting, only 5 more levels to go. So now when I speak to the rat, this should now be What Lies Below completed, which is going to get us 38 rune crafting, which is nice. And now I should technically be able to do the Defender of Varrock to then start with the armored zombies. So before I actually jump right into doing that part, I need to do a little bit of setting up. So I'm going to set myself up and then we'll be ready to actually now fight the armored zombies. So here we are at the base to where we're going to be fighting the armored zombies. Now, if you guys do not know, when you go through with the Defender of Varrock, if you don't complete the quest and you go down the trap door, this area here is actually an instanced area, which means you can't get crashed at all. But you can also see I have the Blighted Ice Sacks. Now, the reason why I have them here is because I'm going to be doing this in the PvP world. This is just so I don't actually waste a majority of my runes, and also we have done a lot of LMS, so I am able to get a lot of these ice sacks as well. So the beauty of these guys here is that it is a multi-area, and I am able to use the burst spell to try to kill multiple at a time. And the main reason that we're here, yes, it is for the Zombie Champion Scroll, but I do want to get myself the Zombie Axe. So let's get ourselves straight into that PvP world, and let's see if we can get the Axe and then get the Scroll. Holy fuck. That scared the hell out of me. Oh, I forgot I actually had, I did have TS's, what's it called, his collection log plugin thing on, but I thought it was going to go through my headphones and not through my sound bar. So I have myself a zombie axe now. So what was that? It was like, somewhere in the 700s, but all I know is that I've got one of the better weapons for me to use now. So I'm going to go and fix this zombie axe, and then we'll come back and try and see if we can get our zombie champion scroll. Oh, haha! How sick is that? That is our second zombie axe collected. I'm still curious to see how many more we can get before we do get our zombie champion scroll. Oh, come on! Third broken zombie axe, and I'm not even like 1200 kill count or anything. I am getting very lucky with these axes, but not with the scroll yet. Oh, fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me. I actually did it. I've done it. I've got all the scrolls that I need to greenlog the Champions Challenge. We have fucking done it. I do not need to be here anymore. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, so that says 1,647 kill count. I know that would be actually less than that, but I have done it. I have got all the champion scrolls, so now I got a lot of hard clues to complete, and then we'll go through to fight the champion and then get our cape. So here we are for the second to last time with our final champion scroll, which is our zombie champion scroll. Now, all we need to do is either use melee or range against the zombie champion. So I'm just going to be using range against the guy. It really shouldn't be too hard. So let's get him out the way so we can work on, well, not really work on getting the cape, but for us to green log the Champions Challenge right after this fight. And down he goes like a sack of, I was going to say sack of, never mind. I wanted to say sack of shit, but you know what? That's the only way I can really put it. But there we go. Leon is now telling us we are a brave adventurer because we have completed all of the scrolls over here. So as you can see, we got every single one, and we have done it all from left to right. So let's go through our chest here and get some free XP, which will get us to level 42 Slayer, which is great. So with all of these out the way, the only thing we have to do now is just gear up for the fight with the final guy, and then we can finally say we have green logged the Champions Challenge. With the Zombie Champion Scroll obtained at around 1,643 kill count, we have now defeated all the champions and obtained all of their scrolls. We can now fight the Champion of Champions, being Leon Decor, who has the special rule of having no items in our inventory. So let's go and defeat him and get our Champion's Cape. So we are now geared up for the final time within the Champions Challenge location. So all I have to do is speak to this guy, and he will tell me that I do not need to have any items within my inventory because that is the special rule for this fight. So there is Leon over there. So all we have to do is just pray melee the entire time, and we should be good to beat him and get our Champion's Cape. Let's get this done. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. Just one more hit. And done. We are officially done with the Champions Challenge. That is the full collection log completed. And we no longer have to be in this area at all. Now I can wear my absolute beautiful blue cape. And here we are, boys. We have our champion's cape. Oh, I'm so happy to actually complete this log. That is another green log out of the way. All I can say is a huge shout out. Yeah, a huge shout out to all the guys who are a part of the Game Builder 4 clan chat. Also, a big shout out to Task for that lovely support of me getting the cape. And also as well for all the people who are watching the live streams, which I am trying to do on occasion, which is Twitch at Game Builder 4. A huge thank you to all the guys who actually came along. So with this cape out of the way, yes, we can work on to our next collection log, but we're not going to do that as of yet. That is because from me completing this Champions Challenge, I have a lot of clue scrolls to go through, and that is how we're going to be ending this video. So let's go straight over to the bank, grab all of our clue caskets, and be ready to do a massive opening. Let's go. So this is everything that we have gathered over trying to complete the Champions Challenge, which we were successful in. I am so happy to see that. We do have a lot of easies. That is 100% thanks to the Goblins for them being such pricks for taking over 13,000 kill count for me to do. The mediums, I don't even know where they're from. Hards, thank you to the armored zombies. And this elite that's been sitting on my bank for who knows how long. But all I know is that I do still have a master clue that is sitting in my bank at this time. I will be continuing to hold on to that until I can complete it. So if I do get any master clues from this, that's on me. I'm not going to worry too much about it because I don't really need anything from the master clues at this point in time. So first things first, we're going to open up the mystery boxes in hopes of us getting the stale baguette. So let's see if we are any lucky with any of these 5 here, which unfortunately we're not. I keep getting diamonds. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh well. Alright, so let's put these away, and we can now start with our easy clues, and then we can move over to the mediums, hards, and then the elite we got here. So let's get through with opening these and see what we are able to obtain. So let's get it going. Hey, there we go. Zamrock Robe Legs. That's a pretty nice start to it, actually. Oh. Alright, back to back. We got ourselves the iron full helm with the golden trim now. Perfect. I might as well just like... Actually, no, I won't wear it. We'll keep it with the mud skipper hat. Never go wrong with that. A still full helm with the regular trim. Nice. Ooh, Bandos page 1. I don't even know which ones I actually need to... Actually, well, not complete, but for the books... Okay, so I just need Zamrock page 1, and then I'll have the full Zammy book completed. Oh, there we go. Bronze plate body with the nice golden trim. We're looking fresh. Oh, Bandos page 3. So I think I just need one more Bandos. Yeah, so Bandos page 2, and we can complete the Bandos book. Sick. I think there's going to be something in this one. Yep, called it. Oh, look at that. An imp mask. Seriously? Okay, well, honestly, the imps were very nice to me to actually get the their champion scroll pretty early, so I will actually wear that. Oh, there we go. Blue wizard hat with the golden trim. So I'm actually only missing the blue wizzy top with the golden trim. What's that? Fucking white firelighters, really? All right, well, it's a log item, so I'll take that. Okay, into the green firelighters now. All right, from white firelighters to the green firelighters. Oh, we got another Bob's shirt. So we got Bob's red shirt now. Iron kite shield with the normal trim. Nice. What's that? Ancient robe top. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I don't think I have any of the other... Oh, wait, no. I've got the bottoms. I know that. Which ones do I have at the moment? Oh, okay, so I got a full vestment there. I got Zamrock robe legs and the ancient robe top. Cool. Cool. Guffix page 4. I think that gives me a 3 out of 4 for Guffix. Yep, so we need Guffix page 3 now. Oh, cool. I just finished the ancient set. So now I have the ancient top and the ancient bottoms. Oh, wow. What? Golden Apron and the Cape of Skulls? What the fuck? That is sick. That is a sick opening. Wow. And then into the Ironworth Camp Teleports and the Bandos page 2. Wait, that's Bandos done. That's a Bandos... Wait. Yeah, I've completed the Bandos book. No dupes as well. Wow, that's actually amazing. Jesus. Like, all these pages here, man. My God, we are so lucky with this. Let's keep going. Oh, some more teleports. Nada teleports. But they are so... Why are they so much, man? 60k per Nada teleport. Wow. A bronze full helm with the regular trim. Oh, no, it's on the floor. Make sure to pick it up. Make sure to pick it up. There we go. We can't lose any of this. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I actually wanted to get this book. So I now have the Master Scroll book. So with all of the teleports I have here, now I actually have a place to put them. A black plate body with the golden trim. Nice. And then into the Mossler Harmlets teleports. All right. I can't even go there yet, but I should be able to go there in the future. Okay. 3 clue scrolls in a row to get like back-to-back-to-back items. That's fucking sick. That's 3 new log items. We are on the rise. I might be able to get to 400 log slots, actually. Okay, 4 clue scrolls in a row, all giving me a new unique item. What the fuck? Hey, well, oh, yes! Blue wizard robe top with the golden trim. I now have the full blue wizard. That is sick. I kind of want to wear it. Hang on. I love that. But we're going to stick with this, though. This is our lucky set. What's that one? Iron Kite Shield Golden Trim. Nice. I think that's almost the full set. If I look into the easy... where is it? Iron... Actually, no, not even close. I only got those 2. Hey, back-to-back. Steel plate body, golden trim. Nice. Oh, there we go. Flared trousers. Oh, we are rolling. We are absolutely rolling. This, okay, I'm definitely wearing this for the rest of it. Absolutely. Okay, there we go. There was another master clue, but again, I do not care. And that is leather chaps with the golden trim. Let me go back to this. Watch. This is going to be a unique. See? I told you. I just had to go back to that set. That is the Amulet of Magic with the lovely trim. Sick. Yep, I was completely right. Ancient Page 2 and the Red Elegant shirt. And I'm pretty sure that is the full Ancient... I think that's the full Ancient book done. Actually, no. I just need page 4. Hey, Morton teleports. Awesome. Is that a double? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, that's a double. So that's a bronze full helm with the golden trim and a studded body with the normal trim. And we have the weight. There we go. A Zamrock robe top. Oh, I finished the... Hey, that's Zammy done as well. Okay, so I've completed the... what is it? Ancient, and now I've completed Zamrock. 1. And can we get anything on the last one as a unique? Yes, we can. Guthick's robe legs. All right, so... That's a very good opening there for the easies. I don't know what I actually started with. I cannot remember. But as we can see, we have 55 obtained out of 196 with the Cape of Skulls and the Golden Apron. So now we can actually go through with the medium caskets. And then we can go through with the rest of them. So I'm really hoping that the mediums can be just as lucky, because I'm pretty sure at this point we are not very lucky with the mediums. So let's see how we go. Okay. A white unicorn mask. All right. At least it's a start. What's that one? Ooh, War Blessing. All right. So now I've got 2 blessings now. So that will be helpful for the future, I think. Ooh. Sick. A Crier hat. Alright, and I got a dupe Armadillo page. Oh well. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a dupe. It was a new page. Oh fuck, okay. I thought that was a duplicate there. Hang on. Shared. Okay, so I just need pages 3 and 4. Okay, Adamant Shield Heroic 3. Okay, oh, I can actually wear that. Ah, but you can't really get a good view of it. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Black boater. All right. I actually did like the boaters back in the day. I think it was either the black one people like to wear or the blue or the red. I don't know. It's one of those ones. Okay, so there's another shield there. That's the Adamant Shield H5. And there we go. So, mithril plate legs with the regular trim. Once I close this, that is 400 collection logs completed now. That is sick. Ooh, okay, we're rocking more Zamrock. We've got a Zamrock cloak now. I've been waiting a while for this. Purple firelighters. Sick. Hey, cool. The green deerhide chaps with the normal trim. Awesome. And now we get a Lovikin banner. I mean, I can wear it if I want to, but it's a bit big, so I'm going to continue wearing my zombie axe. Mithril kite shield with the normal trim. Nice. Oh, sweet. That's a double. All right. Ancient Crozier and the Adamant Plate Body Heroic 4. Awesome. But we have to wait for the ding. There we go. Hey. Pest Control teleports and the Gold Elegant Skirt. I think that might be all the teleports done as well. I think. I'm not too certain, but I'll check that later. Hey, black headband. Oh, that's good because, I just realized that Crozier I got before and this black headband, that's for one of the hard clue steps. So at least I got that one out the way. Oh, cool. There's our first adamant bucket helm. Okay, you're going to give me another bucket helm. H1 into a H4. Wow. Oh, sick. Okay, I just finished the Armadale book now, I'm pretty sure. So, if I quickly check the log. Ah, damn it. No, I need the 3. Shit. Okay, I got that wrong. All right, this is our final medium casket now. Let's see if we are able to get anything from this. Unfortunately, we were not able to, but that was a pretty good opening where it actually has cost us all of our bank space as well. So that kind of sucks on my end. I'm going to have to sort that out. If we are completely full with our bank again, I might have to start getting rid of the stuff here from the loot tab and just start hierarchying everything, or if anything, I should just get rid of the ones that actually are a placeholder, but that's all right. We'll work on that a little bit later. So now we have these 8 hard caskets and then the elites. So let's go through the 8 hard caskets first. Okay, cool. Starting us off with a Zamarok Crozier. Nice. Ooh, there's the double. Nice. So we got the 7 Diamond Plate Body and the Enchanted Top. Sick. Oh, okay. So there's another master clue, but I'm completely fine with that. But we did get a rune plate body with the regular trim, and we do have one more hard casket to go through. So let's open that one. And of course, it is nothing. All right. Well, I am absolutely fine with that. That was a pretty decent opening, honestly. So now we just have the elite casket for us to go through. And then that is all of the clue scrolls that I have collected and actually have attempted to complete. So this is the very first elite clue as well. So let's hope that we are able to get something from our very first elite, even though all the elites basically suck. So let's see how we go with this. Yes, I want a chance of the Mimic. Oh wait, I need to enable that first. But I still opened it anyway. And there you go. That is all of the clue scrolls opened. And of course, the elites always find a way just to disappoint. But that's just how it is. In the end, we were able to go through and get over 400 collections logged, thanks to all those clue scrolls. And we now also have the Champions Challenge out of the way, and that just looks so clean for basically one of everything there. So, with us completing the Champions Challenge, I can now go off to fight some bosses. A lot of them are pretty tall, and they, I believe, are actually going through an update that's coming through this week. So I'm thinking I'm going to be waiting for that update to come through just to see if this is true. But there is one thing I kind of just want to do, which will most likely be using the keys that I have already obtained. So let's get that out of the way.